Do you remember before the pandemic, heck, before Netflix, when movies like this were just dumped into theaters onto an unsuspecting population? You actually paid for a ticket and everything. It was a different world. You People, a 2023 romantic comedy from Netflix starring Eddie Murphy, Lauren London, and Jonah Hill, tells the story of an interracial couple grappling with the culture clashes of their white Jewish and black Muslim families. Will these differences drag them apart, or will true love win the day? Full disclosure, romantic comedies are among my least favorite genre. I can't help it. I'm dead on the inside. You People certainly has an impressive, talented, and charming cast. Everyone is a joy to watch, and seeing someone like David Duchovny play an uncool dad was a lot of fun. David Duchovny should really be in more comedies. He just has a natural knack for it. The problem that I have with this movie is it wants to be a comedy and a serious look into deep-seated cultural differences. This movie is a conjoined twin continually punching itself in the face. Just when you get into the comedy, the drama drags you down, and just when you get a meaty, dramatic scene with no easy answers where no one is right, it's ended with slapstick. At the risk of sounding completely cliche, this movie wanted to have its cake and eat it too. Which is a saying I don't understand, because if you have a cake, you can naturally eat it, and if you don't have it, how are you going to eat it? That makes no sense. Case in point, there's a very tense and well-written and acted dinner scene in which Eddie Murphy's Muslim family get into a very awkward disagreement with Julia Louis-Dreyfus's Jewish family. When this scene really got going, I was into it because both sides were right and both sides were wrong. There was no easy out. There was going to be no mutual understanding, and you really got a sense of the deep-seated divide that was in the way of Hill and London becoming a married couple. And then they end the scene with someone setting Eddie Murphy's kufi on fire and devolving the exchange into slapstick, which was disappointing, to say the least. To me, that is the thing about You People that turned me off of the film, and that was that the movie would not pick a lane. It wouldn't commit to being a comedy and wouldn't commit to being a drama, and in the end, it just seemed like a rambling mess going nowhere. I do so love Eddie Murphy, and I really wish we had more Eddie Murphy in things, because when Eddie Murphy is in things, even bad things, Eddie Murphy is still funny. Well, unless that thing is Norbit, and then it's just problematic. Here, Eddie Murphy is subdued and deadpan, which works for him, but his character is written with almost no redeemable features. He is purposefully the worst person in the room, no matter which room he's in. And by the time the movie tries to soften his image, it's too little too late. It's hard to be on his side. I find that incredibly disappointing because Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character has similar failings, but her character is more layered and you understand her motivations. It comes from a place of virtuous progressiveness and insecurity that manifests with microaggressions. Murphy, on the other hand, is just a jackass, and that's it. His entire personality revolves around making his future son-in-law uncomfortable and putting words into other people's mouths to start arguments. It gets tiresome. The same can be said of Jonah Hill, who once again returns to his favorite character, the awkward, mumbling guy who fumbles over little white lies to get into the good graces of whomever happens to be in the room with him. Hill's shtick is way past its expiration date by this point. I mean by months, years. It is the milk in the fridge that long since turned into cheese. For You People to work, we have to, as an audience, accept Lauren London and Jonah Hill as a couple, and although we eventually do, the movie does not help matters. Much of the relationship evolves off-screen thanks to sweet montages and a title card that says 6 months later, and all of a sudden they're a loving couple. Now, Hill and London have enough chemistry between them so that I can buy that they are a couple and that they're in love, but You People really does not do them any favors. Now, I suppose another breaking leg of this movie is that it looks cheap. And I mean television level cheap. with flat settings, uninspired direction, and transitions that look straight out of Home Improvement or That 70s Show. For a film that sought to take on and talk frankly about cultural differences, I am both shocked and disappointed that You People had so little of substance to actually say. The cast was a lot of fun to watch, but I really think that was more due to the cast itself and less to the writing, which more frequently than not let the cast down with its unwillingness to commit to the difficult dilemma that it sought to take on. I wouldn't really call You People a bad movie, but it's not good either. It's a middling effort to be charitable that could have, quite frankly, pushed whatever envelope it was trying to push a little harder and gone to grayer areas than it was willing to go. Either that, or just admit it was trying to be a straight-up comedy and go for maximum laughs. The trouble is, it doesn't really do either, and ends up being an unsatisfying non-event with easy solutions found by simply copping out. The result is a movie that is less Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and more Guess Who. Then again, it's a Netflix original movie, so I don't know what I was really expecting. Has there ever been a good Netflix original movie? If there was, drop a comment because I really want to know. Hey guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. I know it was probably a chore, a lot like watching all the way to the end of You People. I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and, drop a comment and a like. It'll help my channel grow. I really wish this movie would have been better. That's it. I just wish it would have been better. That's my Jonah Hill impression. What did you think?